Hello, Ryan. I am in a serious predicament. My best friend of over 10 years is pregnant for my fiancé. They both claim not to be in love but would not want the child born out of wedlock in line with our church rules. They are asking for my permission to get married just to have the child, after which they get a divorce and we can then get married. What should I do? Mind you, I am in my late 30s. I am worried about starting all over again. What is your opinion on this story?
Well, this is it's difficult. Going by that, you have two people saying they're going to get married, and then, who plans to get married and then divorce? I think that this will be the first time I'd be hearing such. So, she needs to really sit down and ask herself what she wants. Is she going to kind of really, really trust her best friend and her husband to be getting married, and then because they don't want the child born out of wedlock, why have sex then? Because that's what leads to pregnancy. You have to have sex then for you to get pregnant. So if you don't want a child out of wedlock, you don't engage in unprotected sex. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I understand.
So
what
you
you're
have to be
saying.
careful. You don't engage in that. You protect yourself until you get married. So if I think that's just a lame excuse, because they're not owning up to what they've done. They're just giving excuses here. They're looking for a leeway to get married.
Well, I don't think so. Maybe I should just break down the story
Go on, okay.
because it is a long write-up, so I
Alright.
just basically summarized it to make it short and
Mhm.
direct to the point. So this lady has been dating this guy for a couple of years,
Okay.
and he proposed to her. So they are planning on getting married.
Yeah.
So something happened. She got an assignment at work, so she needed to travel for work
Okay.
for a period of time,
All right.
like I think for a month or two.
Okay.
So she needed to stay away from her fiancé for a while. So she has a best friend.
All right.
So in line with that, she just asked the best friend, okay, check up on my fiancé in case he needs anything. He needs help with anything. Or even in the event there are other women flocking around, stuff
we
like
know
that.
that. Yeah,
Women
of course,
do that.
yeah.
So
Just
basically
keep an eye on him for me.
for me, and let me
Okay.
know if
Yeah.
anything comes up or
Mhm.
anything happens.
Yeah.
To which her best friend agreed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Only for her to come back and they continue everything. Hi, how was your trip and everything. Then few months later, very close to the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
there was news that her best friend is pregnant.
Okay.
That was when the whole thing came out, meaning they didn't even own up to what they did in her absence.
Of course.
It was only when she got pregnant, so
Yeah.
they brought it up that,
Exactly.
this is what happened. There was a mistake while you were away, and now they discover that she's pregnant, and in line with our church values and rules,
Mm-hmm.
children are not supposed to be had outside wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want to go against the church rules and everything.
Yeah.
So is appealing to her to pause their own marriage, their own wedding,
So he can get married.
to get married to her best friend,
Okay.
for them to have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will go their separate ways amicably.
Mm-hmm.
After which they will resume their own relationship.
Yep.
They now proceed with their own wedding.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
do you understand?
Yeah.
So she is now writing to us to
Mhm.
ask for our opinion, because the church members are on it,
Mm-hmm.
that for her to go in line with that And even our own parents are like,
Oh, they are actually kind of forcing her to accept that terms.
I won't want to say forcing her to accept, the
They
way,
pressuring her to accept the terms.
just to allow things to work normal,
So she can get married.
so that there won't be an issue
All
with respect to members of the church and everything. So even our parents are like, you are getting old.
Yeah.
Are you going to get any man that is willing to marry you? That this particular situation, even the elders of the church are aware. So basically, if anything happens, he's supposed to abide by it. And it's going to work. But she is even suspecting that maybe they are trying to make it like he will marry 2 wives. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what my own opinion on this is that I feel this situation is too messy.
It's already messy.
Too messy for her to even consider trying to see, a way around this. Let's get married. Let them get married. Then after they have had a child, you get married. She's your best friend. You, to an extent, you should be able to trust her, whatever she said. If you trusted her, why did she do this? Why did she betray you this way? I don't see what kind of mistake could have happened that you will sleep with your best friend's fiancé just because she asked you to check up on her.
Okay, can you hold that up? We seems to always, so that we don't just demonize one party, so we're not gender biased here, right? She was out of town for about a month or 2.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, she told her best friend, "Can you please check up on my fiancé?" Or that I understand completely. Okay, fine. Whether it was out of, trying to keep an eye on her man or whatever. But does that excuse the man?
It doesn't.
Exactly. Now, they had sex, right? Obviously, she got pregnant.
They are claiming it was just once.
Hold on. Yeah. Where there is remorse, the moment she came back, he should have owned up to her. Not just before the marriage. So
Because she got pregnant.
She got pregnant. Now,
meaning, if she hadn't gotten pregnant,
exactly, nothing would have happened. And what's the excuse, or rather, how do you explain that it has not been happening for a long time? Do you understand? So, just like you said, it's a messy situation. The only way, in my opinion, that if she wants to go ahead with it, tell him to marry you guys, the 2 of them, on the same day. Why would she have to wait for her best friend to get married, then
First.
divorce before she... No. If you want to go with the address, with the family and everybody, and you're okay
with this
with
setting,
the fact, with the setup, and the man having 2 wives, your co-wife will be your best friend, fine. Tell the man, marry us on the same day.
Okay.
That's it.
So my own opinion, my own advice in this situation is that she should step back from this scenario.
Yeah.
I feel like she should not feel because she's in her late 30s, all these stories about you won't be able to get another man to marry you and everything. Yeah. She should not allow that to stop her from doing what is right for herself.
Yeah.
Not considering other people. Consider yourself in this situation. Do you want to be a co-wife, like you said? Is that something you're okay with?
Yeah.
You have to set your mind for that. And if you're the type you feel, no, I don't want to have I want to be the only woman in this man's life and everything, I feel away. You should just walk away from this.
Simple as that.
It's too messy. There are going to be issues, and be aware of the fact that there will be a child outside.
Coming from
from your best friend. Your
exactly.
Best friend will be in your life forever.
In your man's life.
Forever.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that child too will have to be recognized.
It's going to remind you of your best friend's betrayal.
So I feel this, to me, my own advice to step out of this.
To walk away from it.
To walk away from it. Why yours is for her to consider it all together and say, if you're going to go ahead with it, make sure you guys get married.
Same day.
All on the same day.
All on the same day.
And
exactly.
have a discussion as regards how this situation is going to work out.
That's it.
That will be beneficial to
everybody
involved.
Yeah.
And don't listen to any third party.
That's it.
And
exactly.
everything.
So if you're insistent on divorcing my best friend, marry me on that same day. After that, you can divorce her. What's the point of circling back to come and marry me? In fact, we save a little bit of money. Why, So I think that's my opinion.
Okay. I hope we have been able to be clear on it, and I'm sure she'll be listening and she will pick one or two things from there, and I hope that will be able to guide her. And in conclusion, I'll just say you should also pray about it and really take time and really decide on what you actually want. Everybody can say anything and advise you and anything, but
they're not the ones in it.
We're not going to be the one. I'm not going to be the one in it. So you should take your time and really think and decide, because it's a very key area of life that you're going to be embarking on as marriage.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So let's end it here now.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I wish her the best, and I hope she makes the perfect and right decision for herself.
Okay. So if you have any question, or if you have any marriage story or relationship story you want us to give our opinion on, just send your story to ryanandgroup@gmail.com so we can discuss about it and give our opinion on it. Thank you for listening to this.
And you can stay totally anonymous, right?
Yes.
It's totally, completely anonymous.
We don't even mention names.
Exactly.
It's just for others to also learn from it and